Friends of Gravity, today I'm going to look at the GraviTrax extension Vertical. I am obviously still a noob to this whole world of GraviTrax, but one thing I noticed when I recently did my video on the GraviTrax starter set XXL, I quickly ran out of height pieces. So I 3D printed some of my own, but apart from that I thought, what's going to be the next thing I look at, and I decided it's going to be the vertical extension that features big height blocks and of course these balcony elements. And I want to find out, is this worth the money and is this any fun, and does that solve the problem of not enough height pieces in the starter set XXL. The box is quite big. I'm of course curious to see if there are really enough pieces in there to justify such a big box. On the back of the box there is a list of which pieces are in there. So it's 8 regular towers and then 4 more towers with the hole in the middle that you can build tracks through. And then of course 2 transparent connecting elements that are 2 sections wide, and then another 2 that are 3 sections wide, and 16 of these balcony elements here. I think that's interesting because on the front of the box there are only 3 of the balcony elements here. That's kind of nice. They are not overstating the contents of the box. Let's open this up. This is what things look like inside the box. There are 3 bags here containing the elements for the columns or the towers. And there's 1 bag here with the transparent balcony elements. And here are the transparent connectors, and they're held in place here with this neat rubber band and some paper. These balcony elements feel quite nice, but the plastic they're made from is a little bit thinner than those transparent building plates. This feels okay. It's the GraviTrax signature green color. A little bit flimsy, but okay. And these are the elements for the columns. 1 closed one and 1 open one where you can build a track through. And the plastic feels okay. It's not going to carry extreme weight, but I don't think it has to in the GraviTrax system, so this seems to be okay. And these are the base and top elements for the columns, I take it. The first thing they're describing in the instructions is how to build the columns with the hole in them. So I'm going to try those first. So they have those neat letters on each element. So A is the base plate, and then you need 2 Ys. And then B is the upper part that goes on top. So the way this works is the top and the bottom parts have 2 little thingies here, and they go into the part that has those 3 lines here. And this is how the whole thing connects. And then you take these 2 elements here, and these go around the green elements like this. Yeah, that's it. So this will be one of those columns. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. And now the ones without a hole seems to work exactly the same way, just without the hole. So this works rather quickly. That was it. They click together like this. These are the instructions how to set up those balcony elements. A small bag with some kind of clamps. I'm going to get them out. This goes in here and then it clicks together like this. Yeah, and that's it. Pretty straightforward. So those then click into these elements and they hold in there quite firmly, and if you want to detach them, you can click this and have to be a little bit careful to not break it. So that works. Yeah, that's easy enough. All right, done already. So I'm all ready to go. There's one thing I have to say though. Now that I assembled everything and took it out of the plastic bags, it looks much less than before. So this box is, I guess, more than half empty. They have basically sold us a full box by selling us half assembled elements. If the elements had been assembled already, we would have had much less work, and they couldn't have justified such a big box, I guess, so quite a smart move here. I'm not sure if we can really accuse them of cheating here, but it's definitely safe to say this box is more than half empty. Anyway, the pieces look solid, and I'm gonna set something up with that now using my existing GraviTrax set. The first thing that's super convenient about this is, of course, that you are able to get to a certain height with those transparent base plate elements. Those columns, obviously, when you stack them up that tall, they start to feel a little bit shaky and fragile, and this is what these pieces are for. You can connect the columns and stabilize them, like this. So this one doesn't close properly. What's going on? Did I do something wrong? And another one of these stabilizing walls, I'm going to put that here. I've set it up in this way now so we can see the new elements, and I'm going to construct a marble run around this now. This is not my usual way of building up a marble run, so let's see if this will work out. And I'm going to put in a couple of those balconies. This feels a little bit flimsy here. I'm going to put one of those elements with the hole here. And that was it. I'm already running out of the new height pieces, so I'm going to continue building using the height tiles included in the original GraviTrax starter set. I'm going to try and build a track so it revolves around this here once, and for that those two layers have to be really close to each other, so on the way to the marble will roll through this hole here and then come back through this one. Let's see if this works. I set up the first little section of track, so the track is supposed to crisscross these height elements and the stabilizing walls here. Let's see if there's enough speed in it for the whole thing to work. Yeah, this works. I'm quite happy with the setup so far, especially with the whole zigzagging here. By the way, one important thing to notice is that these spacers here, they are the height of exactly 7 regular spacer elements. I had to switch the camera off briefly because the level of complexity was getting crazy. I spent another half an hour or so building this up now, and I must say it's fascinating. Once you get into that way of vertical thinking within the GraviTrax system, it's really fun. I constructed a little track that crisscrosses around those column elements and the transparent walls. Let's throw one in. I included a switch here so the marble can take two different routes. So does this make any sense? This really adds a new dimension to the whole GraviTrax experience. It allows you to basically build infinite layers of marble run on top of each other, especially those little balcony elements. They are a really smart idea. It looks a little bit weird, I have to say, in the beginning, those columns and those walls, but it's really, really cool. It's really, really easy to get used to, and it allows you to build even more intricate marble runs and more complex marble runs, which is really, really nice. The downside, like always with GraviTrax, I think is the price point. I just checked, and in Europe this system currently sets you back around 24 euros. Ravensburger certainly manages to create value from those little plastic elements, but yeah, it's a good idea and it works and it's fun, so maybe that money is well earned for Ravensburger. I like it. Can I recommend this? Yes, absolutely. If you are in the GraviTrax universe, if you're enjoying GraviTrax, and if you don't worry about getting into a system that is highly addictive and designed to make you spend ever more money on expanding your GraviTrax collection, then this is absolutely for you. It's well thought out and it's really, really fun to build with it. And it gives a sort of additional complexity that is still easy enough to handle and good fun. This was my quick look at the GraviTrax extension Vertical. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on all kinds of marble runs from the past, present and the future. And please remember, what goes up must come down here at Gravity Bites.